15 years ago, Ken Marslew's young son Michael was murdered, shot in the back of the head in an armed robbery. Not surprisingly, Ken wanted revenge badly. So why is he giving one of the killers, Karl Kramer, a second chance? Ken once actually confronted this bloke in jail. He went head to head with him and tore strips off him. But now the hatred has gone. Kramer's a free man, and somehow he's become part of Ken Marslew's life. I've known him for 15 years, but as the father of a teenage boy, I just can't see myself doing what Ken has done. Some have called it cowardice, I call it courage. It's an extraordinary story of redemption. Goulburn was Australia's first inland town, a colonial settlement built on sheep and gold. But long ago, it also became home to Australia's toughest prison. Maximum security is where we lock up our worst criminals, men like Karl Kramer, put away for the murder of teenager Michael Marslew. And today, after 14 years, Karl Kramer will walk out of the joint a free man. Waiting for him outside is young Michael's father, Ken Marslew.
Ken, in those minutes before Kramer came out, what were you thinking?
Oh, Ray, all sorts of things. Am I doing the right thing? Do I really want to be here?
Ken is not here for revenge. Incredibly, he's here to offer Karl Kramer a second chance at life.
Welcome to the real world.
Yeah, 21st century.
Hey? Yeah. You look different out of green.
I must say that I found it a bit surreal. With none of Kramer's family here to meet him, it was just the killer and his victim's dad.
I don't believe that for 1 minute. He looked different. He looked free. I haven't stopped yet.
And while everyone else has dumped Karl, Ken is giving him a chance at redemption. He's even offered him a job.
Karl, what did you feel though today when you walked out and saw Ken there waiting?
Sadness.
Sadness?
Not sadness for me, but I felt his pain, I felt his sadness.
15 years later?
Every time I see him, that's what I feel.
Ken, why do you care about Karl Kramer?
Oh, I have a relationship with this guy, whether I like it or not, and it started the night that Michael was murdered, even though I didn't know who the hell he was. I had a relationship.
There was a time in your life when you wanted to kill Karl Kramer.
Absolutely.
Yesterday was your chance.
I didn't do it.
The best way I can describe it is I owe Ken Marslew more than I owe any other human being.
So without Ken, you'd have stepped out of prison today a dangerous man.
If I hadn't had him to turn to at that moment, I would be one dangerous, dangerous motherfucker.
It was here in suburban Jannali that 18-year-old Michael Marslew was murdered. He was a university student, just working part-time at the local pizza takeaway place that is now gone. Karl Kramer didn't actually fire the shotgun. He was waiting in the getaway car across the road. But he was the one who organised the robbery, and at the murder trial he pleaded guilty. A few moments of madness left a young man dead and a family devastated.
If I got carried away with what I'm not going to have because I've lost Michael, where would I be? The grandkids I'm never going to see, the potential his life was. If I stayed in that place, I would never move forward. Of course I understand where they're coming from.
They have every right to think and feel whatever they feel towards me.
But before they can tackle the future, they have to confront the past.
But when this man talks of his son, killed 15 years ago, that makes you cry.
Yeah, of course.
What do you feel, if that's what you cry?
I feel his pain.
Will you ever get rid of that?
No, I don't want to.
Four men were involved in Michael's callous and cold-blooded murder. Kramer and his brother Andrew, Douglas Edwards, the getaway driver, and Vincent Pillar, the man who pulled the trigger. Today, all four are free.
This is bloody injustice again. When are these people going to get it right?
At the time of their arrest, Ken Marslew was full of hate and he wanted revenge.
If you had the chance, if you had a gun, would you have shot them?
Oh, definitely. I didn't care what happened to me. You see, look, at that stage, all I wanted to do was to get in. I was living that philosophy of a father. Anyone touches your kid, you kill him. That guy still lives in here. I just manage him a little better than I used to. These criminals finish up in a jail and they're pandered to. Absolutely pandered to.
Ken admits that for a while, his anger at Michael's senseless murder drove him crazy.
Right, the first thing you've got to understand that you are responsible for yourselves right now.
But slowly he turned that energy into a single-minded anti-violence crusade.
The victim is an instrumental part in getting the offender to accept responsibility for what they've done.
And instead of wanting to kill Kramer, Ken wanted to talk to him and maybe even understand him.
So would you like to confront your son's killers, personally?
Yes, I would.
Ken got that chance 4 years after Michael's death.
Guys, as soon as we sit here, we'll start the process. So if you could follow me.
It was a kind of shaming ceremony and a world first when Kramer agreed to a face-to-face meeting with Michael's family and friends.
Maybe I can pose a question here. Either of you got children? Children?
I have.
Yeah. Something that you really love and you hold closely and you kind of sit down and you plan the future and you see the potential that this person has, and 4 maggots come out of the dark, cowardly things, and take it away just like that.
For the first time, he was confronted with the pain that he'd caused to Ken and his ex-wife, Michael's mother, Joan Griffith.
All his little ears were full of blood and his hair. And the bullets had come through to his face. His little eyes were still a bit open, just like they were when he slept. And I thought he was asleep. So I went over to stroke him. And I touched his hair. And all my hands were covered in blood. And he was dead.
There's nothing I can say, right, to you people. I don't have any excuses. None whatsoever. The fact is, you've lost your son. You know, it's to a selfish act, and which I'm responsible for, and I can't change it.
And I'm going to be your nightmare for the rest of the time you're in jail, because you are going to do something to make a difference because of what you did to Michael. Do you think about it?
What aspect do you think I'll be most useful, Ken?
That was 10 years ago. But today, Kramer is also talking about making a difference in a way that Ken could never have imagined.
They've just seen a DVD.
He now wants Kramer to join him in counselling wayward and violent
Do
kids.
something together, and then you come out of the wings and actually do it. And I think that'll blow the socks off a lot of people. I see an opportunity to use the relationship that we've got to perhaps break the cycle of violence, of crime that some of these kids are heading down. That's it.
Have you spent time in prison counselling others?
Oh, of course.
What, as an amateur psychologist?
Not an amateur, I got a PhD, you can't get in university. I got mine in the penitentiary.
So you think that you're qualified to say to young people, this is not the way to go?
Yeah, but not talk to them, not preach to them, not tell them what they already know, right? But to sit beside them, because I am them.
Currently, that sort of process is just in the beginning stages.
He may be walking and talking with Karl Kramer, but Ken Marslew insists this is not about forgiveness.
Don't get the idea that this bloke is a mate, because that's not what this is about. I haven't forgiven the guy. Let's see what the future brings. At this stage of the process, I have let go of the hate. End of story.
Actually, you know something, Ray? That's That's the first time I've touched real grass in about 4 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really? For his crime, Karl Kramer has spent most of his adult life behind bars. Today he's a free man with plenty to catch up on. You want to make a phone call?
Oh, I'm all confused already. What would I do with this?
So you've not seen a mobile phone, really?
Oh, the old one's analogues, but I've never really used one.
Can I help you at all? Can I get you anything to drink?
Right. I haven't had a steak in 16 years, so I think I'll have a steak.
So you got to make it a good one after 16 years, eh?
And what we take for granted,
Thank you.
for Kramer, has a very different meaning.
Here's a pepper steak.
Smells delicious.
Oh, that's good, and I hope you enjoy it.
I will. Right, that's beautiful.
So what's it mean to be able to have a steak?
Like that first piece, I suppose, symbolises that my time's done. I've done my time in the hard jail, and now I'm granted by the law a chance to live like everybody else again.
But while society and Ken may accept that Kramer has done his time, there are some who'll never forgive him.
I bought something for you because it's Christmas. And when Christmas comes and you think about your family, this is what I'll spend my Christmas day with. That's what's left of my son. And that's what you've left me. I hope you're very proud of yourselves.
Can you understand his ex-wife and Michael's mother saying, I don't forgive, I want you to rot in hell?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What would you say to her today, 15 years later?
I'm not worthy of even offering her my words.
They think you're doing the wrong thing. They think that you could have got rid of the hate and the vengeance without actually going to
But so do
Kramer.
a lot of other people, Ray, as well. But if they can't handle what I do, that's their problem. It's not mine. I can't change what's happened. I've lost Michael. Right? I can't change that. But I can make a conscious decision with what I do with the rest of my life. And I choose not to wallow in self-pity.
Ken still visits Michael's grave every month. His son's memory is what's driven him for the past 15 years. He's obsessive and relentless. You have to be if you're going to make a difference.
Those that say that I'm twisted, that I'm doing the wrong thing, you know, comments like, you've let your son down, you're a coward, you mustn't have loved your son. How do you reckon that registers in here? And I listen to it and I say, God, that's your journey. It's not my journey. I'm okay with what I do, Ray. Well, you're out.
Yep.
Getting a good feel of the sense of freedom that you've got now.
Yeah.
And I look forward to making a difference with you. You take care.
I'll see you soon. And I will be there, Ken.
You will.
I will be there.
Okay, take
All right.
care.
You'd have to say it's unusual for a man to lose his son and then go back to one of the killers and say...
Extremely, I would say it's unusual, it's courageous, it shows a fortitude and a strength that I know that I wouldn't be capable of.
Ken, as the father of a boy who's the same age as Michael was when he was killed, I don't think I could have done what you've done. I couldn't have accepted Kramer.
How do you know? Had you been where I've been, Ray, you might have a different view of the thing altogether. Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you don't agree with me. That's entirely up to you. You got an opinion, but so have I. And I'm just hoping that I can show other dads that there is a better way than curling up in the corner and just literally dying inside. There's a better way to deal with this stuff.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minute segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.